This is a legendary moment. Good evening, sir.
What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm doing very fine, sir. How is everything with you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, you're looking chilled and all fresh up.
I'm too chill.
Ah,
I hope I
okay.
meet up with your ginger. I'm
Yes.
very chill right now. But yeah,
Don't worry. When we set the ball rolling, I'm very sure you're
exactly.
going to. You get it,
No,
yes.
I will chase you.
So, you're right, sir. So, let's start with your works. Um, we are quite familiar with Whiskey, the one I'm playing right now,
Yeah.
feeling the beat, and Style featuring Mode 9.
Mm.
And so I think, I mean, to me, you should like have more to your catalog. So I would really want to know like why maybe you are just that okay, I don't want to do much of music, you
Yeah.
get. So like I for a very long time I've been wanting to know why like who Jimmy like
Uh, all right. Um, for starters, I think I must have at least 100 tracks out there. You know,
oh wow.
my first album, The Definition, had over, you had quite a number of songs, maybe about 20, had over 50 artists on it. You know,
Oh
um,
wow.
the second album, The Industry, had like 66 artists on it. You know,
Wow.
uh,
Like how come we Gen Z like we are not really familiar with all these
so
words?
I'm just saying that, like, for starters, you might want to check those two albums, and then you realize there are quite a number of them that you might know, but you're not thinking of right now. But
Yeah.
it's for starters, and then there are quite a lot of singles that were not on any of those two albums, like the Wizkid one that you're playing, like the song with Davido, like the song with Bonner, the song
Yes.
with Buju or Benson, you know. A whole lot of them, they're not on any of these albums. So when you put all those songs, and then there's some songs that I did with other artists, like featured on, so there are quite a number of them. But and I understand where your question is coming from. The last track I put out was, I
Right.
think it
So
was 2020.
okay. Are
You
you
know,
still looking at releasing any more songs
oh,
anytime soon?
definitely. I mean, yeah, definitely. I have a lot of recorded works on my hard drive on my system that I intend to put out in due time. But for now, I'm taking a needed break. So yeah.
What's up? So I dropped a post some time ago where I told people to comment with their craziest moment in
Mm.
DJing.
Oh yeah,
So
I commented on that. Yeah.
yeah, so you said
Yes.
you had to play a song like at
At
one
one
point or
point.
something.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I would want to know what happened, what transpired.
Okay. I know the track specifically. I know the venue where I was playing. Although it was a long time. It was a long time ago. It was somewhere in VI. It was a
Okay,
private event. It was somewhere be called Sizzlers on Akandishola in those days. So this guy had come up to me the first time to play the song, but the song was I was gonna play it, but it wasn't ideal on the mix at the time, you know.
okay,
So it came the second time. I'm like, guy, chill. When is appropriate, I'll throw this song, yeah. And instead of him to just, he just went like grudgingly, like he didn't understand that you have to build the mix to suit the song. By the time it came the third time, it still wasn't a good time to play it, but it was a life-saving mix I had to do because he hadn't gone to my side. And then I was using vinyl, so I had to bend, just find the record, put it, did the life-saving
serious.
mix that's life-saving mix. So, and then the idiot came to me after the party and was saying, bro, saying all this, I be covered like that. I say your father. So if I not play that track like that time now, maybe I could do everyone now. So, but became friends thereafter, but the fucking idiot full gun at me to play it. It was Shaggy. It was a Shaggy song at the time.
Wow.
You know. Yes.
Because I'm just trying to like put myself in context, or end of our Gen Z, like what could have happened.
Yeah, I'm not gonna agree. You go do the mix now, sharp, sharp. Especially
Okay.
with Serato, at the type the name sharp, sharp, bring them out. You know.
So
Yeah.
when did you start DJing? What's year exactly?
I can't be precise, because I didn't set out to say I want to start DJing. You understand what I'm saying? So I started out as a rapper. I
As a rapper.
started out as a yes, I started out as a kid loving music, but more as a rapper. I was learning the rap side of things. So, but my brothers were DJs, or pretty much they were playing parties. They weren't DJs like what we do now, but they
Okay.
were playing at gigs at that time. They were the go-to guys in the neighborhood for all the gigs. So apparently, I used to follow them to gigs, you know. As a all this time I'm talking about probably was, maybe like between and 15
Hmm.
to gigs as side attraction because I could rap. So
Oh.
sometimes during their gigs, I come in like a side attraction, throw some rhymes and
Hmm.
all that. So I was that kid that everybody's like, if I bring my kid brother here now, scatter this party.
Hmm.
So I used to be the side attraction. But somehow, obviously, rolling with them, I took interest in DJing. We're trying to shop demo tapes around, but record labels at the time or the music people at the time weren't really buying into rap music. I'm talking about the 80s now. They weren't
Hmm.
really buying into rap music, so we weren't going anywhere. Most I got that I used to do then was perform in clubs, even though I was
Oh wow.
underage. So I used to perform in some clubs in Ikeja and VI, as side attractions still. And after a while, I kind of settled into DJing because of the influence of my brothers. And I started DJing. At the initial stage, I didn't think but I was DJing, but I didn't take myself as a DJ. So pretty much, I guess I started taking it seriously around 84. So when you ask me, I always say 84.
Hmm.
But I've been messing around with it before.
Yeah, I get. Interesting. So, considering your wealth of experience in the DJing industry, most of the new generation DJs, they find it difficult to, I say, define a successful DJ.
Hmm.
I know in every field there are successful people using a given yardstick.
Yeah.
So in DJing, what is the yardstick that we can use to measure and say, oh, this is a successful DJ?
Unfortunately, in the Nigerian environment, largely, and not just in the DJing profession, in most professions, is who has the most back or who's made the most money. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the yardstick by Nigerian
Hmm.
standard in everything. Now, who get money now? The other, even if it's whack. Do you understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying DJing alone, generally,
Yeah.
even in the music space, in a lot of fields,
Hmm.
some people, you're looking at them and like, hey, this guy ain't shit, man. And why they noise about it? You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I think, a successful DJ is relative. It would depend on the environment where you find yourself. I mean, some DJs just want to be the top battle DJ and is one, you know, all the DJ championships that he's gone to. That's highly successful.
Yes.
I mean, he's done DMC, he's done Red Bull, Three Stars, and all those events, and he's won all those. You understand? He's gotten accolades like that. He might
Hmm.
not necessarily have made money, but
Hmm.
that's what he's chasing, and he's been able to get to the top of it. That's success. Some DJs just want to play the biggest festivals,
Hmm.
and they've been able to get on those platforms. They might not have made the biggest money, but they've gotten on the highest platform in the area that they've chosen to chase. You understand what I'm saying? Some of the
Yes.
DJs just want, you know, to be like the most booked in terms of club deals and club bookings, gigs and all that. And they get booked like every time, but maybe they're not even charging the right fee. That's successful. Because if the guy says, "Oh, if you see my calendar, I'm booked 365 days,"
Hmm.
but it might be making what some other person is making in a month in that 365 days. But that's success to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some other people are
Yes.
chasing the best. Some people want the money, and a lot of people want the money. So some people
Hmm.
might have been able to make a whole lot of money from what they do. That's success to them. So it's relative. It depends on what you're chasing. Some guys, some guys will tell you, I'm keeping it real. I ain't gonna divert into doing what others are doing. This is what I want to do. Even
Hmm.
if it doesn't come with, you know, a whole lot of money. That's what I want to do. And they keep at it. That's success to them as well. And I think these things like we need to start realizing that in life there's more to life than who is the richest. But in our environment, I think who has more money is it's taken as the most successful. Sometimes people have the
Yes.
most money, but they don't derive satisfaction in what they do. So I mean,
Hmm.
job satisfaction, deriving pleasure in what you do is also success in itself. So yeah.
Wow. Interesting. This is mind blowing. I wouldn't lie. There are a lot of times that you must have seen the new generation DJs. I'm sorry, I'm saying too much of new generation DJs because
Mm,
uh my platform generally is like the impartation is primary,
yeah,
because if we don't learn from people like you, who else are we going to learn from? So,
understandable.
and some people, they can't learn directly, but in one way or the other they can tap from what they see online.
Hmm.
So you must have seen lots of new generation DJs shenanigans and all that,
Yeah.
and in one way or the other you must have figured out some deficiencies. Be like, like
Mm.
what you think are wrong. So I would want you to like have let's chill about that. What are the
Okay.
things that you've discovered about the new generation DJs that you think these things are not really right?
Maybe not that they're not really right, but maybe they're not being directed properly or in the right direction, if you know what I
Okay.
mean. So, um, my first observation is that, and I'm going to not limit, but speak more about maybe Nigerian DJs. I think sometimes we tend to do too much. You understand? If you look at every DJ, I mean, DJs some DJs specialize in doing EDM. They stick with their EDM. Some, if you see an Amapiano DJ, he sticks with what he does. If you see a dancehall DJ does predominantly dancehall in a dancehall DJ
Mm.
in a selector way. You know what I mean. If you
Mm-hmm.
see hip hop DJ, this is the direction.
Yeah.
If you see, and I hate to refer to Nigerian DJs as Afrobeat DJs, but if you see Nigerian DJs, but I will refer to them as Afrobeat DJ, even though they tend to want to take a bit of every other aspect of DJing. They bring battle DJing into the dance floor. They will bring they bring everything. That's a good thing, but sometimes it's a bit too much.
Hmm.
Too much of a good thing is bad. So sometimes
Too much of a good
DJs,
thing is bad.
yeah, too much of a good thing is bad. So I mean, you are at a party, you're meant to focus on the people on the dance floor, keep them on the dance floor for as long as you can, as necessary as a DJ, and keep the energy high. But half of the time you're carried away with trying to also prove to one, two other DJs in the gathering that I'm the dopest stuntman here. And I see that a lot. You know, focus on the people. You're more focused on that, on those three, four, five people in front of you that are hitting like, man, oh, this
Hmm.
guy. Meanwhile, you're losing track of the five, I mean, like the 5,000 people beyond those people. In actual fact, the 5 million people beyond those people, because these days you could be playing a
Hmm.
gig and it's being transmitted live somewhere and millions of people are watching. So, but you're more
Hmm.
focused on those front row, three, four, five psychopaths, your friends, your guys that are ailing you like, man, you're the baddest, man, and you want to continue to, guy, you're
Impress
missing the point.
them at the
You're
detriment
miss,
of your
you
audience.
are not even trying to impress them. It's just psychophancy. I mean, even if you impress them, they're not booking you. They're not the
Hmm.
ones booking you. They're not going to get you the next gig.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So you see a lot
Yes.
of young DJs. Sorry on me, that's how I speak. I go from one language to another, speaking English,
Yes.
Yoruba. They will just knock a program, they cha, 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 cha. And then by the time they look up, or even that's if they look up, it's the guy looking at the crowd that will tap him and say, guy, the plot on the end here.
Hmm.
So you need to focus on what you need to focus on. If you're in an exhibition environment where you need to display skills, yes. But if you're in an environment where you need to move the crowd, be a crowd pleaser. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I started out,
Yes.
my own aspiration when I started out DJing was to one day be the DMC champion. So I started with
Hmm.
that because first of all, I came from hip hop. I came as a rapper. I came into DJing from being a rapper. So pretty much, and I think in looking back in hindsight, it kind of did well for me at the time because I wasn't really playing what most DJs were playing because I was playing
Hmm.
predominantly hip hop music, but it limited me because I only had a handful of strong following. My fan base was pretty much within Ikoyi and VI. I wasn't
Hmm.
extending to every other person because I was playing more of hip hop music and that's what I like. This is what I believe in. But it gets to a point where you have to realize that the job you're doing you're doing it for commercial, whatever. It's about the people, not about you. So I'm not coming there to tell you this is what you should be dancing to. I'm coming there to just get the vibe going. Do you get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And when I
Yes.
realized and switched that, I think whatever kind of my brand kind of, spread, bit beyond that immediate environment, if you know what I mean. So I
Yes.
think that's what I see with some DJs, some young DJs now. Like they're trying to take from everywhere, determine your direction
Hmm.
and focus on, if this is what I want to do. If you want to be like a battle DJ champion, focus on that. If you want to be the guy that rocks the party, some of the guys that have won the championships all over, they're not exactly a best DJ for gigs. I also know
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you can take a bit from everyone, but do not lose the essence of what you're meant to do.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. So, picking from what you just said from this point,
Yes,
I
sir.
think the audience,
Yeah.
the vast audience, are part of the problems. Because trust me,
Hmm.
an average Nigerian wants you to play amapiano, wants you to play
No, 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 no.
Afrobeat.
Okay, so what I said is not about playing different genre of music.
Okay.
Please understand that it's not about playing different genre of music. I like playing
Okay.
different genre. I like to play a bit of every genre of music that moves
Okay.
the crowd. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking
Yes.
about the style of DJing. So when I'm saying I'm talking about, you also want, I don't know how to put that.
I
What's the English now? Is the execution of what you're doing is
How you
trying to
execute? Okay.
exactly is how you know you're trying to be a dancehall DJ. Dancehall DJs are the ones that you know it's a DJ and a selector. A DJ in this case is usually the hype man.
Yes.
It's the
Yes.
man on the mic that is referred to as a DJ in that environment. Do you understand? Not the one,
Yes.
not the person. The person mixing the song is the selector. So you
Hmm.
are trying to now be a selector, a DJ, a stuntman in terms of, um, and at the same time, you still want to be the, the EDM guy that is busy engaging the crowd with his hand and his body and
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
Man, I mean, you go kill yourself. Oh.
That's true. That's true. That.
You understand what I'm saying? You still want to climb the
Yes.
table, you want to climb the deck stand, and you still want to mix, and you still want to scratch, and you still want to be on the microphone. Guy,
Hmm.
man, ah,
Hmm.
you understand
Well,
what I'm
I see.
saying?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
As long as you're ready.
I'm not talking about playing different genre of
Different
music.
genres.
That's definite. I mean,
Hmm.
that's very in line. So
Yeah.
that's what keeps us, you know,
Yes.
as I don't know whether to, I don't know whether to say Nigerian DJs, but as Nigerian, that's what gives us the edge. You could rock any crowd because you understand a
Yes.
little bit of every
Yeah.
genre of music. That's a
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But the
Yes.
execution
Yes.
of it is
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah. I got that.
every
So
style.
you've made
We
mention of.
want to imbibe every style.
So you've made mention of one of the things that you've discovered. I think you said you wanted to make mention of like three or something.
Okay. Hey man, I've spoken too long on that one. I hope I've not even mentioned everything in that one. Another one is people tend to follow trends. So that you look at who's the top DJ right now, what's it doing? I mean, and that way, and I like that this DJ they do, and I like that DJ they do.
Hmm.
Guy, you must always bring your own personality. You must always bring your own person into everything you do. You understand what I'm saying? You see
Yes.
some DJs, you can just tell that this is a clone version of this person, and
Yes.
clone versions are usually not they're usually not
Original.
great. Uh-huh. You know, China product with that
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I
Yes.
mean, I also see that in a few people, then trend of you not being able to look beyond your immediate environment. So some guys are
Hmm.
very focused on being their local champion. You know, they play a particular kind of music. I believe that's what, you know, that's what's rocking. But you will find out that they don't go out of their zone. So you might see one guy that is like mad, like on the island. I mean, on the mainland, for instance,
Hmm.
that has never been to the island to play a gig. Why? Nobody's calling him there because nobody. He's playing. He's playing. He's playing in a certain way that does
Hmm.
not appeal to these other people. Do you get what I'm saying? And so I
Yes.
feel like as a DJ, you must be a crowd pleaser. You must be able to adjust to different audience. If you know what I'm
Yes.
saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Oh, all right. Thanks so much for that. On to the next question. Wait. Oh, okay. I want to make sure I don't, mix this up.
I'm here with you.
So now is it transition from the old school DJing and the new school?
Hmm.
At what point did the game change, and what was the game changer?
Uh, I might not be the best person to answer that question. You know why? I've I've always been in the game consistently, never been on a break. If you talk about DJing in the 80s, I was there. If you talk about the 90s, I was there. If you talk about 2000, I was there. If you talk about 2010 beyond, I'm still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not say I know when the game changed. I always
Okay.
know when there's a transition, when it's time to move to the next level, when it's time to up things, if you know what I mean. So
Yes.
I started out DJing with vinyl, for instance. When we started DJing, I'll use, okay, so I'll use one or two guys. I won't mention their names as examples, So when we started out as vinyl DJs, carrying crates of records everywhere. And then there was a trend of the next one was CDs. And then you're quick to embrace, oh, this is a new technology, we need to embrace it. You understand what I'm saying? But you're
Yes.
talking to some other DJs who are your friends, like, man, guy, I'm already finding a way to move my vinyl music collection into CDs so I can move on to CDs. And the guy is telling you, no, once DJ is not about turntables or records again, I'm not DJing. That is not DJing now. How can you be DJing with CDs? Blah blah blah. Some people refuse to embrace that new technology, and they
Hmm.
faded away with the vinyl. And I
Hmm.
know them,
Hmm.
and they're my friends. And I look at them now and say, guy, but I told you that time. Now you're supposed to find way enter this side. Do you understand?
Hmm.
Then we started using DJs. Some of them, when they saw that there was no way out, they still tried to come in, yeah, and say, okay, let me continue. They got into, but you did not embrace it at the right time. So it took a while for you
Hmm.
to settle into it. So you're like, man, this new style of DJing, the thing hard though. No, you not be like that time where they use record. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then you now saw again that, oh, CDs is beginning to become obsolete. There's a new technology, in terms of mixing with, music files. I started using the first selector. I started using Final Scratch, and
Hmm.
I make bold to say I think I was the only one that used Final Scratch in Nigeria at the time, because I'm always like, what's new? This is new. So you
Hmm.
embrace it and start, it might be a difficult transition, like this is what you're used to, and you're trying to get into this new,
Yes.
but in most cases for me, it's not even difficult transition because these things are only making the last thing easier. CD came to make the aspect of carrying music around in terms of records, crates, and all that. It made it easier. We moved into using files like Final Scratch, like Serato, and it makes that even a lot more easier. So why wouldn't you want to embrace it? So for people that probably would say they notice the change, is because they did not embrace or they did not get involved in the transition and embrace the newness. If you tell me there's
Yes.
something new about DJing right now, I'm going to check it out. Right now, if you tell me anything, if I discover anything new, I'm going to check it out and start
Hmm.
trying to get into it, at the earliest stage. And I always have the advantage because I already understood everything. I'm not a newbie. So if there's any new technology right now, I'm going to understand what you're talking about. Do you get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But there are some people
Yes.
that would just they would just blind themselves to it and say, man, no, 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 I beg, I know, no. You understand what I'm saying? Say wait to
Yes.
I said DJ don't become now. We know they do that kind of
Hmm.
thing before now. So when you don't embrace new innovation, you don't embrace new technology,
That's yes. That's the point.
you're not open to newness. That's when you get
Hmm.
shocked when there's a.
Hmm.
So for me, it's never been. Let me give you an example. I'm in my 50s, but I know when we started doing a lot of things that young DJs are coming up to me to say, Baba, explain this thing to me. How does it work? And do you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They want to because I've had access to that thing before a lot of people, and they feel like you already know about it. Bros, explain this thing to me. How does this thing work? You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
I know a lot of DJs that refuse in the early days of controllers. They told you they said they would never use controllers. All of them are using controllers right now.
Hmm.
They say I'm a turntablist. I'm a turntablist. Okay, continue now, turntablist. You understand what I'm saying? But I see
Yes.
them on
Yes.
controllers. I see them on they have different types of controllers right now.
Hmm.
But they've embraced it late. That's the thing. Why are you wasting time? Why are you delaying? Why don't you get into it in the boot, at the very beginning. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
of that school. I'm not of that school of thought. I'm not. My own thinking is, man, I've been doing this thing for ages. If you bring anything new to it, it makes it more interesting for me. So I'm like, man, let me get into it.
Mm.
Yeah.
This this particular point is actually going to take me to how some old school DJs, they don't really align with the innovations that came into DJing over time.
Mm.
There's some will tell you, oh, if you are playing with this all our recent guests, that you are not a DJ yet until you place your hands on vinyl and the likes.
I
Like,
beg.
I be like, this is the world is moving,
I
and you
beg
have to move along
you.
with innovations.
I beg. So you look at that, the same people that are saying that have moved from using manual gear cars to automatic gear. They've moved from using the dial style of telephone
Mm-hmm.
to mobile smartphones. They've moved in every other area except that.
Yes,
That's dumb
yes.
to say, And I think,
Hmm.
the world is moving. You need to also, you understand what I'm saying? You might want to stick with, you have it like, I love doing it this way. Yeah, no doubt. But you should also look at what's new. I mean, as someone like me, I worked in turntable between, when I started till maybe some early 2000, and I can still run the turntables I mean, I
Thank
don't
you.
even have to prove that to anybody, but I can also run the latest gears that you're talking about. Do you
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So isn't
Yes.
that a plus in some way,
Mm-hmm.
But I just stick to it and tell you, man, no, it is not turntable, man. It's not DJing. That's
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. So
I
there is a
mean,
feature.
th- yeah, this sounds like what I was just about to say. Let me hear it.
Okay, so there's some new features on these new gears, like the sync
Yeah,
button.
exactly what I was
Um,
going. You brought that out of my mouth. I was just going to add that to it and tell you.
okay.
Okay, but ask your question though.
Yeah, so those features, some DJs would say, oh, if you use the sync button, you are not a DJ, you are
Oh,
a bad DJ.
okay.
So, like, is
So,
what is
so you
do
you
you
want me
have
to talk about
what
that?
is your what is your reservations on this?
I don't have any reservation, man. Technology is developed to make our lives easy.
Hmm.
First of all, I don't need to prove to anybody. If I tell you I've been DJing since 1980, 84, I don't need to prove to you that I can beat match. I don't have to prove to you that I can beat match.
Yes.
There was no other way to mix other than beat match in those days.
Hmm.
So if you see me press sync button and you think it's because I can't beat match, I was going to use the F word, but do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
If you see me press sync button and you think, oh, this is like guy, you understand? I ain't saying though. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't need to prove. I think maybe get some, but I doubt if any young DJ will have that mentality. I think it's all DJs from our
No.
own time that keep thinking,
Yes.
guy, oh guy, you know what? This is not new school. This is not the new way. Embrace it, use it, and you need
Mhm.
it more than the younger DJ because guy, your body system and your brain and everything is not
Yes.
as active. So if anything will make the job easier for you, guy, embrace it and I won't buy an
Yes.
equipment and underutilize it. I will not discover a feature on a phone that can
That's
make
it. Yes.
something better and I will not use it. I will not discover a feature in a car that will make something easier and I would not use it. I will not discover something on a DJ deck that will make something easier and I will not use it. It would be dumb of anybody to think, truly. And I hear that, I see that in several quarters. I'm like, guy, you're still on this kind of conversation. You know.
You actually nailed this for us. To be very honest with you. Thanks so much for this.
Yeah, man.
Um, I'm very sure you've been saying. Okay, let me ask first. Are you satisfied with the state of a female DJing?
Hmm.
Are you is it something that you are pleased with? Because trust me, some some big OGs, they're like, what is this? So I want to know your position on that. We've been seeing lots of,
Okay, sure.
you know, I don't know, like you know what I'm saying. You know where I'm headed.
No, you also need to school me sometimes, man.
Yeah. So because like we've been seeing a lot of them half naked during sets,
Okay,
like doing what is not
okay,
aligning with DJing, and they will say that they're DJs, and
yeah.
they're everywhere.
Okay, for starters, at some point, I think in the 90s, sometime early 2000, I was making conscious effort to develop a lot of young female DJs. It was deliberate, you know. In the 90s, I had a DJ called Love Shy. She died, you know. In the 2000s, I had quite a number of female DJs, including quite a number of them, you know.
Hmm.
And that's what because I felt like why aren't DJs, ladies DJing? I now realize why they weren't. You know, so when in the 80s and the 90s, there wasn't so much of female DJs. You know why? DJing was a bit too cumbersome or too heavy for female DJs
Hmm.
because we were using vinyl. Girls cannot be carrying vinyls about. If you
Yes.
know what it means to carry 100 records, a
Mm-hmm.
crate of 100 records is it was too masculine a job for females.
Hmm.
Even when I had female DJs those times, I always exempt them from setting up and moving equipment because it was too weighty for them. The
Hmm.
MK2 itself is like heavy.
True that. Sure.
The records were heavy. It was a man's job. So you will understand why you don't have too many female DJs. But when it became lighter and the controllers were all over the place, the music is now your laptop, or just files, you know. It's more female friendly these days. You understand what I'm saying? So you also understand and say, okay, yeah, now I understand the proliferation of female into DJing, which is a good thing because you don't want the job to be seen as a one-sided, you
Yes.
know. So it was a good thing. But in recent time, maybe I've not done my studies enough. So I will use the place where I've studied. I have not studied globally well, but the Nigerian system. Just in Nigeria, once we in Yoruba they go say we talk about wọlé nǹkan báyìí. But once we don't enter something like this, we go bastardize am.
Yeah.
So I'm beginning to see a lot of what's this one doing? Female DJs. You understand? Because the society is also encouraging that. Men, people call me for gigs and say, hey, how far with that girl now? That one we get, that one we, man, that we go need for our party. So it's eye candy to them. It's not
Hmm.
about the music. It's eye candy. Because okay, so if you want female DJs, I know female DJs that are DJs that you know these ones. I don't even want to refer to them as female DJ. I refer to them as DJ. They
DJ.
can they do it, but half of the time they're asking for those ones that are sometimes playing pre-recorded mixes. Just half of the time, half of the time, yeah, there's a mix going on and the DJ's hand is up here, and there's a mix going on and the DJ's hand is up.
Seriously.
So I mean, I'm yet to know what deck does that, So the the problem is not female DJ. It is some people, and it's slightly everywhere. So it's some people somewhere, encouraging it. If they're
Hmm.
not being booked, and you'll be amazed at what some of this, because I've been involved in helping people to get what they want. Oh, you want that person, I'll get the person for you. You will be amazed at how much they pay that person as against what they offer you.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I'm telling you the truth. You will be amazed at how much they will spray for a mix that you know that what is
What is
getting the
this?
you just be throwing money at the back of their mind now when this party finish, maybe I'll go fit talk to this babe.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying, because at
Yes.
least she still start to spray money well, you know.
Hmm.
So, and I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying a handful of them. I know DJs that are female. I hate to use the word. I know DJs that are female that are killing it. I know them. I know quite a number of them. So that's
Hmm.
not to take away from, but like you rightly said, some go carry hands come, some will go carry body come, some will come do half of wetin we dey do for street club, no wahala.
Oh, joy.
No joy.
All right. So, turning parties up then and now, which one would you think is the hardest?
Hmm.
Putting fire on the dance floor then and putting fire on the dance floor now. Which one do you think is more difficult to do?
I would say then was more difficult. Right now there's so much music. If you create a badass playlist, you can be guaranteed that you keep the plug on. And
Hmm.
there's so much to choose from right now. The rate at which music comes out. And to think that DJs don't even have to play as long as they used to play. Because let me tell you,
Yes.
when I started DJing, that's why sometimes I get pissed. People book me and they say, "Oh, you're just playing for an hour." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Meanwhile,
You've played
they
throughout the
tell
cold
they,
night.
meanwhile they tell some other DJs they're playing for 1 hour. The guy will say, "Man, that's too long. Now let me just do 30 minutes." I'm like, "What?" Some DJs will specifically tell you when you're booking them that I don't do more than an hour. So I was talking to my daughter one day, and she had a party, and she had three DJs for one party. I'm like, why do you need three DJs? She said all the DJs said they don't play more than an hour,
Wow.
so you had to get three DJs. When in actual fact, my own training and from where I'm coming from, I rock the party from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's my own training.
That's a
So when I go to
lifestyle.
that is normal. When is the
Yes.
DJ setting up? It's 8 o'clock. The party starts at 9, and then it ends at 6. But for street cred, you want to make it look like, man, say we not paying leave, sir. 6 we supposed to end the party. The DJ was still starting us. 7 were there. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? So it's
Yes.
not like now where everybody is getting a 30-minute set, a 1 hour set, So it was tougher then. And then music don't come out every day in those days. I hope you know.
Yes.
So once you get this artist album this year, guy, until next year when you go drop again.
Hmm.
So within that space of whoever is dropping music now, that's where you still get music to at least hold the party for hours on end.
Hmm.
Right
You're
now,
constrained then.
exactly with the music. But right now, even if I decide not to play music beyond 6 months, I will get each songs within the last 6 months to rock a party. Do you understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's
Yes.
easier to rock the party right now. It's just the pressure that people put on themselves. And then the truth is people don't even groove now like they used to groove. You see,
Yes.
so men especially, men comes to party and they just lean on the wall and they're forming big boy. They don't dance.
Yes.
Before is So it's about feeling the dance floor. So people don't move away from their seat now to say we are going to the dance floor to dance. They're
Yes.
just nodding
Yes.
their head where they are. Maybe girls, those ones will still keep things going, but man, the- any guy where you see for party which they do body like this, the guy never hammer. That's the impression. That's the impression we've created now. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the
Yes.
impression now. Now that's the impression. As a big boy is not a. Do you get what I'm saying? So but
Yes.
unfortunately that messes up the DJ's job because if people are not, they're not a barrage. DJ go be like say,
Yes.
they do what he's supposed to.
Yes.
So like I said, I think it's easier now to work with crowds and
Yeah, the party.
yeah,
So now, which is more harder, to play in the club or to play in the wedding party?
to play in the wedding party.
It's more
Let me
harder.
tell you, yes, it's harder. First of all, to play in the club, you see when people and there's a mental mindset when you're going to a club. When they go group, you already locked your mind or your brain into that mode. So from the door, you go just dey see people. They say, "Hey, Masco, what's up?" Hey, oh, they don't hear the song when they play. Oh. They never hear
Yes.
them. Oh. They just know that the
Yes.
club is already booked.
Hmm.
People don't come to party in that mode. Some people came to the party because they forced them out. Like, "Ah, I had to be at this wedding, man. It's not like
True.
this Saturday I could like the sleep, man, but this auntie, man, I not in Pikin not fit the word make I not come. So they
Hmm.
come with that grudging reluctance, and then some just come and make I just eat, maybe they go out abeg. So it's a lot of work, and then they are diverse. So you have the little bridesmaid set of people, you have the
Yes.
bride's friends, you have the bride who schooled abroad, her friends. You have the groom who is a local boy that went to all the Sule High School, his own set
Yes.
of people. So they are, even though they are husband and wife, they are from two different, their friends are
Yes.
not from the same. Then you have their moms and their dads. If you are not lucky, sometimes their grandmother will do themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you need
Yes.
to, although the after
Satisfying
party is a
all the
so
corners.
so the after party is a different ball game. By that time, it is even easier. But you have people from all walks of life.
Yes.
You understand? And you have to carry all these people along. In a club, you have people who are already tuned to, and then they are drinking a lot of alcohol. So if they already
Hmm.
came in with that mindset of we are here to groove, and then by the time they drink, oh boy, just the jam they go.
True that. True that. So
Do you understand?
if you were to restart, okay,
Yeah.
okay, go on, sir.
So I said, just catch them. Once you grab them once like this, you can keep them going.
That was all. Yeah. True that. True that. So if you were to restart your DJing career,
Yeah.
what would you do better?
Huh. I've not thought of that, but there must be something, sure. Na money, na money, na money, na money, oh. I go make sure, say, I go make sure all those people wey I play party for we run with my balance, they not run. Also for starters, So, I'm going to keep the business side.
Could
Yes,
you
because
please
pre,
elaborate more on that?
so pretty much, I mean, this job doesn't come with pension. So it's what you make while you're active that keeps you going. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So as a DJ, you have to realize that. And I think a lot of DJs need to, at this point, if you don't yet, realize that this is a career path. This is a job. It is not hobby. I think people used to think it's just your hobby or just something you're doing as a pastime. So it takes a lot of your time,
Hmm.
and anything that takes that much of your time might as well take care of you. So for me, I think, identifying it as a career path and taking it as serious business is also very key. So I still see DJ competing to get a job, you know, at all costs.
Hmm.
And trying to get a job at all costs means man, I'm even ready to play for free.
Hmm.
You understand? And I don't say there's anything wrong in, supporting events or supporting people, but you must always also realize that this is what you do for a living. And
Yes.
the earlier you realize that, the better for you. Because you're not going to retire now, you will come begin collect pension from anywhere. Now your money where you make that time and you will fix over. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Mention one song that you're tired of listening to.
Ah,
One
ah,
song. Yeah, just
come on.
one song.
That one is tough. Oh. I haven't thought of it. But no, I won't do that. Me,
No.
wait. So let me tell you the truth. That song
Okay.
it must be an Afrobeat song. That one I can assure you. And if it's an Afrobeat or a piano song, and if it's an Afrobeat or a piano song, if it's an Afrobeat song, I've seen most of the players in the Afrobeat, music scene as my
Yes.
Aburo,
Yes.
not even friend,
Yes.
as my
Yes.
Aburo. So I
Yes.
would not want to. I can't. It
Yes.
would be too. It would be wrong for me as a mom to say,
Yes.
man, why your
Yes.
song
Yes.
don't tire me.
Yes.
If it's an Amapiano song, I will not remember the name. Amapiano song, we know all the songs. We don't know the name of the artist. Nobody they register their name because go and check their names now. They're usually like five, six people merge
Yes.
into one song, and there's no really. What are they even? What is that collabo about? Which verse? Who sang this verse? Who sang that verse? Where did this guy come in? Where did this one go out? I don't know.
No, I think that's just peculiar to their style. Maybe.
Exactly. So that I might not be able to give you the name of the song, even if I know the song that I'm tired of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI is an innovation that is, you know, taking
Mm.
over a lot of industries right now.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a possibility for AI to sneak in into the DJing
Oh,
world?
definitely. It's already sinking.
Yes,
It's
I
gonna
know of
re-
the Spotify
it,
AI
it
thing.
yeah, it's gonna reduce the number of it's not going to take over DJing, but it's going to reduce the vacant spaces for DJ. Some pubs, some clubs, some lounge, not clubs, maybe lounges, maybe some chill out areas, and eventually going to be using AI instead of using a DJ in the real
Hmm.
sense of it. So DJs that could have gotten jobs in those
At the
environments,
low
it will cut
end,
down. Yes, it will cut down the number of DJs that are needed in those spaces. But when it comes to major performance of DJing, you know, I don't see AI taking over. AI will only come to assist the people that are positioning themselves,
hmm.
assist them to take it to the next level.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? You
Yes.
know, but it will also take the job of some that are just casual about it. You know,
Hmm.
no doubt.
Hmm.
If I if I have a car that can drive me from here to wherever I'm going, why do I need a driver in some
Hmm.
cases? But if I
Children.
also but if I also have a car that can drive me around, but I still need to be able to pick up some things along the road, then I might still need someone to, always get
Yes.
down from the car to get those things,
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. So, thanks so much for that. On to the next question. What is the most important aspect of DJing? One,
Uh, oh,
song
okay.
selection. Two, blending. Three, mixing.
Song selection.
Expansion,
Song.
sir.
Okay, so there's a place in Calabar that I used to go long ago. There used to be one lady that used to play the music there. That place used to be sick in terms of how people grew in that place. She didn't know how to mix. She just knows what to play at the right time. So you
Hmm.
get there with the DJ knowing that, man, I got all the skills. but I'm having fun at this place. And this person who is in charge of the music ain't mixing. Do you understand what I'm saying? From
Yes.
that time, I just realized that if you put the right selection together, I've seen DJs and I've worked with DJs, some DJs that are their mixes are flawless.
Hmm.
You know me. Okay, so in running Jatt Studio in Obamide, I've worked with too many DJs. And I've always had a team of DJs. I probably even only recently started working alone. I used to have a team of DJs. So I know the strength of everybody. I know about some DJs that their mixes is the tightest you can ever hear anywhere. You, if you don't know the songs, you don't know where the songs change.
Hmm.
Do you understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But they also have challenges with playing
The right
dropping
record at
the
the
right
right time.
song at the right time. But I've also seen people that their mixes ain't tight, but these idiots know what to play at the right time.
Oh my God.
And,
Hmm.
and the party is like steady rocking. Then
Hmm.
now the question is, why this person now when you don't sabi all these things, why don't you learn to mix?
Hmm.
At least that would just make everything.
To make it complete.
Yeah, but they also tell you, Baba, you see how the club they go now. I
Hmm.
don't even. The person knows that he doesn't know how to mix, but he's telling you, look at the floor.
Hmm. Hmm.
So for me, I feel like song selection is a killer. If your mixes are the best in the world, the tightest in the world, if your what else was it that you talked about? Your transition, which is also mixing
Mix,
anyway.
yes.
Yeah, but if you don't put the song, it's not even about selecting the songs because you can take the list of that same person that I said killed it with that selection. Take that whole list and go and play another party and you will still mess up because you are not dropping them at the right time, at the right place. And you understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? This calculation,
Yes.
the mathematics has to be right, you know. So
Right.
for me, I mean, I'll probably use myself as an example. Unfortunately for me, I've carried a big name from too early in my career. So when I go to events and they say they have 10 DJs playing on a night, I'm likely to be the 10th DJ because they say they want to close it with the biggest, with the big DJ with the biggest name. With artists that work because truth, if you like, bring 100 artists before the artist will not sing. If you are closing an event with, say, Burna Boy, for instance, and you have 20 artists performing before him, they're not going to perform Burna's song. So Burna will still come and do his own song and kill it. But with DJing, they are saying you are the 10th DJ. The first DJ played this, the second played this, the third played, and everybody with the mindset that Jimmy Jatt is still coming, I go kill him before he comes. So by the time you come, there is really people think there is nothing else you can do. So that has always been my own training. Like, man, get there and just kill it. You understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm saying it is. I might still play the same songs that you guys have played because truly, how
A
many songs
special
are
way.
there anyway? But I'm playing it. I'm dropping it at the right time, at the right places.
Hmm.
That by the time I'm even dropping it, you'll be like, but we don't hear this song like 5 times before. Like now DJs go to talk that one, and not the crowd. Oh. The crowd will not even remember that one DJ has
Hmm.
played before you. But
Hmm.
the DJs there will say, why is he playing the song that DJ so already played? DJ guy, you want me to go and sing another song for this party? Or you want me to go and you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I was. This is actually going to take us to the next
But
conversation. Yes.
okay.
How would you describe an ideal for a concert now or a
Yeah.
music show? How
Hmm.
would you describe an ideal show starter?
Hmm.
Yes.
Dang. Dang. And I
Putting
do
into
show.
consideration that the
Yeah.
headliner is still somewhere around
Okay,
the corner.
okay, yeah, okay, so that's not the show starter. That's a warm up DJ.
Yes, warm up DJ. Yes.
Okay, so a warm-up DJ is supposed to, you know, get the people in the mood, but not do what the headliner is going to come do. But
How do you?
truly,
How would you know what
but
the end headliner is coming to do?
I mean, every DJ has an idea. With some genre of music, it's easy because truth, they have their own prepared songs. Like they do their own remixes, they do their own versions of
And you
songs.
know the biggest
But
songs, you know, that
exactly,
the
so
headliner would want to play and all that. Yes.
exactly. So, and the truth is, at the early stage of any event, there's some songs that you don't need to be dropping. It's a waste because the energy is a bit too much for that early stage.
Hmm.
There's some songs that you don't need to be dropping. You don't even have to be told. You as a DJ should know that. It's like this thing is like making love.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, so it's a process. Yes, you warm up. When the entire girl give you, you go at least caress. What's that word? Foreplay.
Yes.
You
For
know,
play.
you go kiss. You go do all those other
Yes.
things. You know, but just say okay, peg legs,
Yeah.
and just start. And even if that is that early, it is not pounding, 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 pow, pow. It
Yes.
has to be like, and then maybe you get to that point
Yeah. From the
where
lower concentration.
exactly. So that's how you take it from a warm-up DJ to the headliner. You get what I'm saying? But
Yes.
some people don't understand because maybe they not get babe safe, they don't know about love making. They just come and say, man, boom, boom, safe. In the pan safe, they don't remove the pan, they just tear them from on. Don't mind me with this my language.
Yeah.
So pretty much, so I mean that's how I see it. So I think once you know you're a warm-up DJ, instinct you should know, and if you don't know, you need to understand that. Sometimes I'm a guest DJ in a club. The club DJs, you get there, the opening DJ for you plays like, man, I hear the other big DJ is coming. Before you get there, I'm going to, man, play everything. And by 12 midnight, 1 o'clock, he's playing songs that should be ending the club.
Hmm.
But although in my own case, what I do with that is I might come in early, but I don't pay attention to the music.
Hmm.
Just so you don't discourage me from what I have planned. So I don't feel like, oh, I need to avoid this song, I need to avoid that song. I don't need to avoid any song. I just need to play the right song at the right time.
Right time.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
most times you get in maybe 10, 15 minutes before your set is over. I might be I might be around the club. I might be in my car on the outside. I just don't want to be in the club listening to what you're jamming, because
Hmm.
truly some DJs deliberately want to wreck it for the main act.
Yes.
That happens a lot. And I think it's a dirty mindset. But some other DJs really understand that, man, no, 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 today is not that day. Keep it down. Just warm up for this guy that's coming. Some people, other DJs think, oh, maybe if this guy comes and plays now, he's going to take his job. Can I even be employed as a club DJ at this point?
Mm-hmm.
So even if I come to your club to play one night, it still doesn't mean your the owner of the club is going to offer me a job. When in actual fact,
Yes.
I can own the club myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know.
Yes.
So I think people just need to understand their assignment and do what
Hmm.
is right.
Hmm. Hmm. And also, maybe I think training as well. Because to be very honest with you, some people didn't have this training.
They don't, yes, but you're very correct with that. So that's why I said if you don't know I mean, if you don't know yet, you need to know that now. That you're just there to warm up for and warming up. The amount of music right now. There are loads of
Yes.
stuff that you can go through that
Yes.
people will still be enjoying. You know,
Hmm.
yeah, and then sometimes you make a mark being a warm up DJ. People be like, oh, I really
He's
like
a
the songs
fantastic
that this
warm-up
guy.
DJ.
Yes, because the truth about music, one thing people don't realize is that every song is not a dance. song. It's not a club banger. There are a lot of good songs that will not bang in the club,
Yes.
but people love hearing them. Some people, that's what they listen to in their cars. So when you
Mm,
play it for them, they're very like, oh wow, that's my favorite song. That's my,
yes.
but
Yes.
it
Yes.
really won't get anybody on the dance floor. But it still doesn't mean people are not enjoying the music.
Join the
And even
music.
club owners would love you for that because you have kept these people there. They're enjoying the music, but they're not dancing, so they're buying drinks from the bar. So the club is making money.
Yes.
You
True.
know,
True.
yeah.
True. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. In fact, you dropped a particular tip here, and the trick is, as the headline DJ, you don't have to go to the party or to the club like at the early time. Just
No, you know
sneak
why me I
around.
do that. You know why me I do that.
Okay.
I've also realized that once the DJ playing before you sees you is looking for all the bangers in his crate, and like I'm going to throw all this. I want to see what he will play after. But if he doesn't see you, he's not trying to.
Oh
Guy,
wow.
no matter what you do, you are doing it for yourself. Me,
Hmm.
I don't know what you have done now. So if
Yeah.
I feel like you are that kind of person, because I always try to meet opening DJs before I just like to relate with DJs. So I like to be friends. We could call ourselves once I know you're also playing on the night I'm playing. I could call you and say what's going on. So how would they rock that party that day?
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So from conversation, I already know your mindset. If you are that kind of guy that sees me as a
As a
competition is
threat.
coming, I'm going to, as a then I know what to do. I know that I don't need to be around when you're doing your thing. So you are not affecting me in any way. But if I know that you're also a cool guy, in fact, I'll be the one standing behind you in the booth. Like
Yes.
this is my guy, we are
Yes.
here together, which is also a ginger for the DJ because I can tell him
Exactly.
where, oh
Exactly.
guy,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly. Oh wow. Thanks so much for that. What is your best Afrobeat intro of all time? The
Mm,
craziest intro in the
Don't be
history of
asking me this
Afrobeat.
kind of. Don't be asking me. I've been a DJ for 40 years. 40 years. The thing don't
Yeah. So
confusion. Head is full. So that's the tough one. I'll be honest with you. Ah, damn. I know that, right? One of them, without a doubt, that I know that boom, and I did it a lot, and I still do it once in a while. It's whiskey Ojuelegba Bashita. Once you drop, yay, Ojuelegba Bashita. Just as a way of,
So I won't lie to you. Like, seems all DJs, like, we have that. We always have that as a joker. That's no
yeah,
lily.
yes, no Lily, yeah,
No lily.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You're very right. So seems like all DJs, they know that that is the best.
It does,
That's the
it
most
does, it
craziest.
works, it works, it works, it
Yes.
works. Because
Yes.
even if it's been played earlier, most times it's played in a mix. But once you like, oh, there's a lot of quietness, like things are dead, and you just, and I'm not saying every time. I
Mm,
think I've overdone it. Personally, I think I've overdone it.
mm.
So I might not want to do it again. So yeah.
Oh, oh, fantastic. So let's digress a little bit to pressing, something pressing to the music industry,
Hmm.
which is the Afrobeat and the Afrobeat with the S. There's been a lot of controversies. Oh, this is the Afrobeat, and this is, a lot of things like that. So I would want to know your position. And
Hmm.
okay, let's start from here. At what point? At what point did the S come in? The S.
Okay. So I wouldn't know exactly. date and time, but I know from a particular period. Period I would say it will be in the early 2000s, you know. It will be in the early 2000s. But sometimes some people want to say 99, but I don't think I heard the word Afrobeats in 99. So
Hmm.
I'll say in the early 2000s sometime. You know, boy and boys. Boys is just many boys gather,
Yeah.
or many boys, put together, So I didn't really, but I mean, it got to a point where you just feel like, oh, if that's how we're going out, and if that's how we will go global, we might as well accept it and all run with it.
Hmm.
So I kind of, you know, but at the initial stage, and I think it came out of people demanding because there's a lot of individuals then, and it's beginning to happen again. Everybody is always coining a new genre for their own sound. Do you
Hmm.
get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
you will hear this one will come and say, everybody, okay, so because you are from Africa, first of all, Afro, then you will now say Afro. I was listening to one interview. Somebody was talking about Omale saying is Afro depression. What is that now? What kind of English is that? So that's another genre of music now. Then somebody will tell you my own is Afro Fuji, mine is Afro Juju. I mean, Shino Peters did that. Then Afro, so how many Afro are we doing? So if collectively we're going to have it under one umbrella as Afro beats, all well and good. But I also think there are limitations in that area. So are you going to say my um, flavor,
Hmm.
um, Kiss Daniel, for instance, are all playing the same kind of music because they're all grouped under Afrobeat. They're not
Hmm.
playing it. They're not making the same kind of music in any way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there's still a limitation in that area, and that's why Tyler will continue to collect Afrobeat artists because the music is not even Afrobeat. You know,
Yes. I was heading there.
yeah,
I was heading there.
you know, you know,
Artists like Wizkid said is not an Afrobeat artist. Burna Boy said he's into Afro fusion, and a lot of artists
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So now, with the situation with Tyler, can we justify their decision?
I mean, I've tried to listen thoroughly to our music generally, not just water, not just,
Is
and it's not Afrobeat. I
piano
mean,
or
yes,
like
so
maybe like some soulful piano something?
there's there's R&B, there's house, there's, but it's not anywhere near Afrobeat. You know what? Let me tell you my favorites, and that might be shocking, and I hope I don't cause any while with because I don't like dropping names, but I'll probably tell you one thing. I think my favorite Afrobeat artist as of now is Rema.
Hmm.
Now, because, but listen to me, not musically. Me, I'm a 50, I'm an elder. I'm a 50 something year old man. So Rema is not obviously not writing his music or creating his music I mean, for someone like me in mind. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm only
Yes.
relating with his music because I'm a DJ. If I was just an average 57-year-old, I would not relate to them.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I also beyond the music in terms of alteration, in terms of conversations, in terms of the mindset, Rema is the best representative of Afrobeat as at today.
Hmm.
The guy gets on the biggest stage and says the right thing about Afrobeat. He gets on the biggest platform Any opportunity he gets on or any interview globally, he he has never, and deliberately, you see what he did with his last album.
Yes.
He was beginning to, maybe because it felt like, oh, all these other culture, they're beginning to bite into Afro beats because it's becoming simpler or simple.
Hmm.
I will make it complex for you. And then he brought the whole element of how authentic and how raw the sound can be. And brought
Yes.
all them was Matiala and all the songs of of the last album. And obviously, unless you live through that culture, you
Hmm.
can't make that kind of music. Do you get what I'm
Yes.
saying? You
Yes.
know. So, and unlike a lot of big names, people they use is like the source, which is Nigeria, or the Afrobeat ground, which is Nigeria, is now a breeding ground. They
Hmm.
they develop from there through the fan base from home. They go global, and when they get to that global stage, they deny,
Hmm.
they deny the people, they deny the culture, they deny, you understand what I'm saying, and
Yes.
claim that,
Yes.
you understand what I'm saying, and I think is just you get to that point where you're seeking validation, global validation, but in seeking global validation, it doesn't mean you should deny and be ungrateful to the platform and the people that got you to that level.
Over there. Hmm.
you know. So I'm seeing a lot of that. The only person that I see that intellectually, intelligently, have managed that conversation thoroughly, and I'm not saying the only one, but that has done it so well and glaringly is Rema.
Oh, wow. 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 Hmm. Because I won't lie to you.
Some will tell you they don't grant interview. And the reason they don't grant interview, two reasons. Because first of all, they don't want to propagate the conversation the proper way, or they are not articulate enough to get on such platform and have a conversation.
Conversation.
In actual fact, that is the most likely reason. I know a few artists, I'm not going to name them. Now, how to articulate on certain platform in terms of conversation that prevents them from, I don't grant interviews. That's a
Hmm.
big lie. It's a big lie.
This is going to take us to the conversation of gatekeepers of the culture.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think we the culture has no gatekeeper. People are just doing whatever they want,
Hmm.
using the name of the culture. And when they get to that big stage, then they deny the culture, like, oh, I don't belong to these people.
Um,
Why is it that the guys that understand the whole narration, they are not coming out to except for very few of them?
hmm. Okay, but not having gatekeeper is a good thing. I've never liked people claiming to be gatekeepers in anything. Like, who are
Hmm.
you? Who gave you the key? How are you the gatekeeper? What gate? Where is it built? But at the time, there was a time where you had to go through some people to get to some places. Well, good. Fair enough. Most of those doors have been broken. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which,
Oh, you're welcome back, sir.
thank you.
Very sorry, the network here has been it's been a nightmare for us in this country. I won't lie
I
to you.
understand. I understand.
Yeah. So you're talking of gatekeeping, that you don't align with the fact that there should be gatekeepers.
I, maybe the meaning of gatekeepers have changed. It wasn't a nice word before. When they say someone is a gatekeeper, it means like you are the kind of person that prevents other people from coming in or from getting to. I
Okay,
didn't like
okay.
it.
Okay, maybe in this sense, maybe probably like there are people that that are well grounded in the culture. They know a lot. They have the experience. They understand the all the elements that are put together in making the music. So they can like probably give a judgment that, oh, this is Afrobeat.
I know what
This
you
is
mean.
not this is not Afrobeat.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But you also understand that Jesus Christ was crucified, right? According to the Bible.
Yes.
So that means nothing, no matter what you do, you will always have people that will agree and people that will disagree.
Hmm.
So it's why some people will say, man, oh, it's Jimmy Jatt speaking, he must be saying the correct thing. Some fools are like, would it be? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
So sometimes when you also want to raise, you know, certain things, you look and say, man, no matter what you say, it's just going to cause some necessary controversy. And you
Hmm.
look and say, man, guy, I might as well just, you know, talk to the people I can talk to, but not talk to everyone.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's a waste of effort trying to talk to everyone,
That's true.
but talk to the people that will see reason with what you're saying, you know. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's how I look at it, you know.
Hmm.
So sometimes I go on every time, I mean, not even sometimes, most times I'm online, I'm checking what's going on. I see there's some times that you feel like, man, maybe I need to say something about this thing. But you also know that you also have a lot of people who have just managed to get a 200 naira data that just wants to catch your attention.
True that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So who are you talking to?
Hmm.
There's one, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you just feel like, man, guy, when I see this artist or this music person that is involved in this, I will talk to him
Hmm.
rather than me talking to a global audience. And out of that global audience, there are some that knows that on the good day they can't even say hi to you, and then
Hmm.
they want to get your attention. You know, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Are DJs, are we still in the position where we sell music to the world? During your
Like where we
days,
break, where
yes,
we
where we
break
break
music.
music. And why are we not? Because I feel we are no longer in that position.
Um, I wouldn't say we are not in that position. I think it's just the I don't know whether to say the percentage or the ratio of what we do is lesser now.
Hmm.
Before, I mean, like when I started, I could tell you I introduced this song. I broke this artist. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I could say it like 100% I did through this platform, through that platform, through this. But right now, you can't, if you are looking at the percentage of your contribution, you might want to say 10% or a little less than 10% contribution in terms of helping this artist get to where he is, I did.
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? But you
Yes.
cannot say 90% of, oh, I broke this artist 90%. You can't single-handedly do that anymore, even as a DJ.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? The
Yes.
most you can do is within your own immediate environment, but it starts from somewhere. That's what people also need to realize. If a guy is going to break out from Ikorodu, it will take some Ikorodu supporters to let people from Agege hear about him. And then when Agege people know about him, Lagos people might also get to hear about him. When Lagos people get to know about him, it might extend to Ibadan and Edo State and all those kind of places. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, it's still there, but it's the ratio of what you do compared to what it used to be before. I can singularly apply myself to an artist and I will get to that point where I make sure this artist got heard and is somewhere right now. And
Hmm.
you will know that single-handedly you were, you were key to this to
Yes.
building this artist, you know. Yeah. But right
Mm.
now, I mean, that an artist can read. I can mix a song in this my space right now, upload it on YouTube, or put it on some of these distro, whatever, and it goes on every platform almost immediately. So what's you know who's going? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's a top order for a singular DJ. Maybe a collective of DJs can say, okay, we're working on this project and we're going to get this guy to this point
Mm.
collectively. You know, so there's a guy in Lagos, there's a guy in Ghana, there's a guy in Abuja, there's a guy in the US, there's a guy in
Yes.
the UK. You can collectively say this is what we're working on, but
Mm.
even at that, you can't still say, oh, 50% we did everything,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. True. In terms of stage performance, which Nigerian artist would you
Burna
say is,
Boy, Burna Boy.
oh wow.
Or which Nigerian artist would I say is what? Is what? Or
No, no,
good?
no, no. I mean, as amused
Yeah,
you.
it's Burna Boy. Burna Boy. In terms of stage performance, Burna Boy.
Who is going to win the battle of it? The Whiskey, Bonner Boy, Battle of It.
You froze for a second. What was the question there?
Yes. Who is going to win the Battle of It? Is it Whiskey or Bonner Boy?
Carry that question. Go. Those are my boys. Two of them are my guys. Two of them. I'm telling you, not I'm not a fan. They are my people. Both of
Yes, I
them.
understand.
So I beg. And they are my kids. So I'm not in a position to say it's like me telling you of my children, I like this one more than this one. I can't, and these two that you put together, if it was a glaring difference, I would have answered it. This one is near themselves too much. I don't know which one. I will have to take time out.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. So, can you delete one of these songs? If you have to delete one, I'm going to mention the three songs now.
Yeah,
Okay. Only Me, Oleku, Mr. Endowed.
that's only me two face.
Yes, Only Me Two Face, Oleku, Ice
Oleku,
Prince,
Ice Prince,
and
Mr.
Endowed.
Endowed, the bar.
Yes.
And I have to answer it.
Yes, you have to.
I'll delete Mr. Endowed.
You delete Mr. Endowed.
Personally, okay, so not as a DJ now, I'm speaking to you as Jimmy.
Okay.
I'll delete Mr. Endowed.
That's you
Maybe not,
personally.
yeah, maybe as a DJ it will be a different ball game, but as Jimmy,
Okay, you as a DJ.
no, 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 don't. That's two questions now. You've asked me, I've answered, but as Jimmy, I'll delete Mr. Endowed.
Hmm. So, if you were to advise the younger DJs, we need your wealth of advice right now. Like, advise us. We need it.
Yeah, saying advice us, but it's only you in front of me.
Ah, you know, I'm still going to rebroadcast this video, and a lot of
I
guys are
know, I'm
watching
just
this
joking. I'm
right
just
now.
joking. It's because I want to avoid but
Yes.
I mean, just focus on your craft. Always try to develop yourself. Don't do too much at a time.
Hmm.
Do not let anybody discourage you. Don't let nobody tell you, you know, this is not a job. Because
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody still says that anymore, but they used to say that a lot before. You know, um, take it seriously, take it as a career path, develop yourself, you know. Um, yeah, pretty much, you know, that's all I can tell you
Is
right
there
now.
any moment from now
Mm.
are we going to have like a a kind of institution where people are going to apply to study DJing? I'm not talking of our, all these DJing academies. I mean, an institution where people go to study DJing. Is it
Mm.
something that is going to happen anywhere from now, probably in the future or something?
I would hope that it will happen, but you know, when it will happen, I don't know. There are a lot of academies around now. It's become like a barber shop, Everybody's setting up academy.
That is the reason
Sometimes,
why I said I'm not talking of this academy that DJ.
yeah,
No, no, no. I mean
yeah,
like an institution, a proper
yes,
institution.
yes, where you can get the history, get all the, yeah.
Yes.
I know what you mean. But I mean, we're Nigerians, so there's the peculiarities of our own environment. Sometimes you feel like this should be done, but how it's gonna happen, you also don't know. Problem plenty for Nigeria,
Mm.
So some things are not going to tell you say na like this it will be, So, but I mean, I know it will happen because
I hope.
because of the quality of and the quality especially of the kind of people that are getting into DJing in recent time.
Mm,
Yes.
mm.
Even though the quantity is making it kind of sometimes wants to overshadow the quality of the people that are getting
Yes.
into it.
Yes.
There are a lot of very intelligent young people that are going into DJing, and I know everybody will be looking for, if they don't think selfishly, because I think sometimes people also can be guilty of thinking selfishly, If they're not thinking selfishly and they're thinking of a collective good for the profession, a lot of things will happen. But sometimes you also look at things and you say this person is just thinking selfishly, So they're only thinking of how to milk the opportunities that come their way. So that's why I have a problem with some of these academies. I mean, it's just, a lot of young people want to DJ, so we might as well take their money, set up one equipment in one room, and say we're teaching them how to DJ. But people mistaking that for creating platform for DJs. I don't see that
Because
as
almost
creating
every
platform.
DJ now
I'm
has an academy,
I'm telling you, man,
and
you know,
this baffles me. I'll be like, oh, really?
it is just. There is an opportunity there we can make money. At least if 20 people enroll for this session in this period and X amount, this is what I will make. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yes.
pata pata, I go buy fuel for generator to run the equipment for them. So these are not, that's not a selfless service. That is a selfish service, you know.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying it's wrong, though,
Yeah.
but you know.
I there is something that I wouldn't know if it's something you would want to talk about. And trust me, almost all DJs would want to hear your thoughts about it. And is a phenomenon, let me put it that way, of DJing.
Of the jam, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So most of new generation DJs, they think DJing is not performing its role, or is not, or the positioning is not really right. Some
Mm.
people will say I can't join DJing because like they feel is not aligning with their goals. And I think there should be a general goal. But why people still don't want to join DJing is it's send a signal, or it is saying something about the body itself.
Okay, so I really wouldn't have used, like to talk about the jam, but I will also talk about it. First of all, I was once the president of the jam. Um, I think one of the problems that we also have as Nigerians is the same way of blaming others for things not working when we refuse to play our part.
Hmm.
Same way someone's roof will be leaking, Egbeda now, and he will say this Obasanjo regime. When was the last time you called anybody to check your roofing and say, oh, you need to change this roof? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So if there's a body, I mean, at the time I joined the Jan, I didn't need to be a member of any association. I was doing, yeah, I was Jimmy Jatt, like top dog.
Hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you also look and say, man, uh, this is my profession. This is what I do. There needs to be a body to regulate this profession. There is none at that time. So if people will come together and say, let's form an association that will also regulate and speak on behalf of this profession, not on
Yes.
behalf of individuals,
Yes.
then we might as well support it because I'm a player in that profession,
Hmm.
you know. But a situation where people go into an association expecting individual benefits,
Hmm.
there's a problem. So somebody is joining the Jan, hoping that the Jan will do this for me. The Jan will do that for me. Not,
Hmm.
oh, what can I do to support this association to take this profession to the next level? Or maybe I might not even be the one to benefit from it, but it will benefit some DJs in future. Do you get
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So
Yes.
everybody comes, you're there for like 4 or 5 months or six. Some don't even join. They already had a mindset and they don't join because they're not getting money for pocket. So they know that to join you have to pay X amount. When you
Yes.
join, you have to continue to pay X amount as annual dues. They might come up with, you understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
to save myself all this spending, let me rubbish the association and say, what are they doing for me?
Hmm.
That is also there. And I know this because I've also run the association for a while.
Hmm.
And I've asked people, why aren't you joining? This
Hmm.
one will tell you, you have not joined, but you have things to say about the association. How did you know these things?
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and then you will have people that have joined. They're members of the JAD that have been members from day one, and they're still there.
Hmm.
So if it doesn't have any benefits, why are they still there?
There.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But
Yes.
some people feel like I pass all this one. I'm not going to go to sit down for with all these other small DJs. If anybody were to say that at the time I joined, I had no business sitting with a lot of the people I sat with.
Yeah.
And I'm not bragging. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I did it because I am about the profession, not about what is
My
the
personal
association
self.
going to do for me. I can check my record till tomorrow. I don't never got a naira or a dime from the association.
Hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But that
Yes.
wasn't why I went there in the first place. You
Hmm.
And I know how much personally that I've invested in the association.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? So if
Hmm.
government wants to talk, they talk to association. They're not going to call individuals. Or
Individual.
some of us are lucky that we can be called. I can be called. I have been
Yes.
called. But am I representing the association then? I'm going as Jimmy Jatt. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If the government says, oh, there's this grant or whatever that we want to give to the entertainment sector, they now because they have Nollywood people with an association to call and give them that. They have the music association to call to give that. They don't have the DJs association to call until you have a Bijan that positions itself. And how does the Bijan position itself if a lot of DJs think they are
Big.
too big, too some are not even they are not even enough yet, but they think they are all that. And then some people think, man, yeah, they get my party steady, steady. It is not about getting party. They are not. If I join the jam, will they give me gigs? Will they? Which DJ will
Yes.
give another DJ a gig now? Let us be realistic. How many gigs do you get in a night that you are going to serve out? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But
Yes.
these are expectations of DJs. Like when you
Hmm.
join the jam, they will call you say, man, party day. Oh." Go and play at social place. Come and take X amount of millions. Or you understand what I'm saying? That's not
Yes.
what associations do.
Yes.
The Nigerian bar associations don't give lawyers nothing,
Yes.
but they regulate the practice of,
Yes.
whatever. And it's to the benefit of lawyers generally. Otherwise, all of us go buy wig, put for head. We go buy gown, they wear it, go high court, go sit down for the front of
Yes.
high court. You
Yes.
understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that's
Yes.
what the association is about. But
Hmm.
people need to understand that and they need to rally around it and make sure that it succeeds. It
Yes.
might have a rough starting, there will be Rome was not built in a day, you know. But a situation where people just use the same thing is happening to the country right now. If you go
Hmm.
online and you want to read rubbish about Nigeria, you should look for Nigerians talking, not other people talking anymore. It is Nigerians
Yes.
that are rubbishing Nigeria. Do you
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even though we have our issues, well, instead of us, riding around ourselves to say, how can we, make this better, we're just busy bad mouthing, you know,
Yeah.
and we
But
enjoy it.
on the side of DJing, what
Yeah.
do you think they can do better?
They will be trying. I mean, it's people coming together to rub minds and rub heads to say, man, we should do this. So if people don't come collectively and express what their concerns are and say this is areas where I think if this were to be done this way, this can be better. You know, the people there won't know what to do. And in situation where it's election time, half of the people that are intelligent enough to say they should run for office are
Hmm.
avoiding it. And
Hmm.
then it's the same thing with Nigeria now.
Yes, true.
The people ruling us are not the best the best people in the country.
Hmm.
But the best people would not come out to say, "Oh, I want to be a chairman of a local government."
True.
You
True.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody
Yes.
feels like I'm too much for that position. You are too much for that position. So you're leaving it for people that are not enough for that
Hmm.
position.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
these are the challenges. So, but I also feel like, people should, as a DJ, you should just feel like you owe it to yourself to be part of anybody, a body that represents what you do. I'm still a member of the Jan. I've not even been in Nigeria, God now, God, oh, I didn't mean to say that, but I haven't been in Nigeria in a while. So,
Hmm.
you know.
Wow. That was an insightful one. I raised a particular issue some time ago of DJs that pay to perform at events.
Oh, people do that?
Yes, we do that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, sound is smart.
Wow. I'm not in doubt. I've heard, but I don't believe. That's why
Yes, people
why?
do.
Are you
People do.
serious?
Yes, people do.
Who
Most
did,
especially,
most especially,
the big gigs like the big stage in Nigeria.
yeah.
Yes, and trust me, some concerts that you might be thinking, oh, this DJ must have collected a lot of millions of money.
No, that,
Never
that,
did.
that I know. That I
Oh
know.
wow.
That people are changing themselves because they just want to be able to say, I was the DJ at this event. I was the DJ at that event. And they take next to nothing. I think I mentioned that at the earlier stage.
Yes.
People are, I don't know why they do it. You know, I
But
won't say I
can
don't
we
know why
call
they
that
do
a
it, but
marketing strategy? Can we say that's a
it,
marketing
it, it
strategy?
works. It works for some people, but like I said, there's no pension for this job. When the day you retire is the last earning you're getting. So
Hmm.
don't let anybody be spiking you into if this is an opportunity. All those people that are saying this is an opportunity, go and check the budget of that job. There's a budget for the DJ,
Yes.
you know, and I mean, really. Yeah, you know.
Hmm. We are gradually
And
going.
unfortunately, because
Okay.
of all these things that we're talking about, the DJs in the entertainment scene are becoming the weakest link.
Hmm.
So you check how much is the MC for this event being paid? How much is the hype? In fact, the annoying one is that some hype men now get higher paid than the DJs.
Yes.
Some dancers now get more pay than
The
the
DJ.
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 Now you can't dance without the DJ's music. You
DJ.
can't you can't hype without the DJ's music. In actual fact, the one that annoys me is when a DJ goes on stage and is the one introducing the hype man, or is the one opening for the entrance of the hype man. Hype man is supposed to be hyping the DJ, so you're supposed to be on stage to say, you are the ring announcer, like,
Yes.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, up next, you know, we have blah 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 DJ Jimmy Jatt. And then I come on stage. Not me being on stage, and then when it's time to bring hype man, I put bam,
Even
bam,
right now, the hype
bam.
man will just walk in anytime you feel like walking in, you know.
So I mean, so now like that's why from the perception, if you do that, the impression you're giving the organizers the impression that you are an opening act for the hype man.
Hmm.
So the next time you go on the negotiating table, the hype man is in a better position than you.
That you. Because I feel like the table is changing. To be very honest with you, the way they treat the hype men now, most especially in Nigeria, they treat an average hype man like a big boy.
It's positioning now, and you can't blame the hype man for that. So the DJs should learn to position themselves well.
Hmm.
You can't blame people. It is how you position yourself. You can't if you don't position yourself properly and you allow someone else to position themselves properly and they get what is due to them, it is your fault that you're not positioning yourself properly.
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty much.
All
But
right.
I
So
don't think
this is going to.
I don't think even till now I do not, and I whatever I want to. There's no way I'll be on stage with an hype man and the hype man will look heavier than I am.
Not possible.
Do you understand this positioning?
Yes. Hmm.
But I see a lot of that. I'm seeing the hype man, I'm seeing the DJ, and the hype man is the star of the show.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Hmm. So, like, is this giving a signal that we still have a long way to go?
we don't have a long way to go. We're constantly, unfortunately, it's easy for every Tom, Dick, and Harry to own a controller right now, and then
Hmm.
to take anybody's hard drive and just transfer the music, and the next day you're a DJ. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there, there needs to be some, it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of
Hmm.
work. People need to put in the work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. So, this is going to take me to the question of skill and social media
yeah.
content.
Hmm.
Uh, the way the market works in Nigeria, the a typical event um, planner or a prospective client would want to go online, see the number of followers that you have,
Mm,
not putting into consideration
yeah.
the actual skill that you have. Now, people will now prefer, people are not really paying, like, people are not giving, putting energy into their practice, the way they do things. at their closet. They'll prefer to buy followers. I mean, DJs now, they prefer to buy
Yes.
followers.
Mm.
And don't you think this is going to have like put a lot of negative effect in the DJing system?
It's already happening. I mean, that's why some DJs until you book them, then I mean I've had people that will call me and say, man, that party was almost a nightmare. That DJ the DJ not try at all. I'm like, okay, so what informed the DJ? How did you guys arrive? They
Get
went on his social media handles and they saw everything he was doing and they just thought, this is the guy we need to get.
Hmm.
But one thing you also need to realize is on social media, a 1 minute post of a drastic, sometimes the mix are even prepared before, how everybody does it now.
Yes.
You can do prepared mix and just act like you're doing it live. And then
Hmm.
you believe that hype and you engage that DJ. Somebody was having, I think somebody had like a 50th birthday and they booked some random DJ. I'm like, what? How did you arrive at this DJ?
Hmm.
He said, Jimmy, so that it was highly recommended though, that we went and checked all his social media, whatever. I'm like, oh, how long has this person been DJing? Did you even ask that? Do you get what I'm saying? You
Yes.
know? So packaging is what you went for, and you fell for the hype, but I don't know. I think
Would
as
you
a
would you
DJ,
would you advise?
you have to marry the two.
Yes, I was heading
You
there.
have to you have to marry the two. You can't afford to feel like, oh, I got skills. If you got skills and people can't discover you, if you if people discover you and you don't have the skills to back it up, you might just make that one time money and you lose out.
Yeah.
So you need to marry the two, have the skills but also have that social media presence to an extent.
Hmm.
Although
So,
social
um,
media can be frustrating, sha. Like me now, since 2020, I've been losing followers from 1 point something million, and now maybe the one day it will go down to 100 and they will rest, Abi.
hmm. So, I just think I think every DJ just has to like put in extra effort of trying to. Although it can be very difficult at
It's
times.
difficult. It's difficult, especially if you are not a silly human being, because social media is about being silly and stupid. So if you are able to do silly things and stupid things on a daily, all well and good. Or you get madness, or you get score in your head. But if you don't have that, if you're a chilled human being and you don't think, oh, because I need to, sometimes, social media itself is tough
Hmm.
to content is hard to create. Yeah.
Yes, yes. This is going to take us to the conversation of DJs and live bands.
Hmm. I like that.
These two people,
Yes.
that they don't like seeing each other in parties.
But that's not true though. That's not
But
true.
I'm telling you for fact.
Let me tell you how I handle that. I'm
Okay,
friends
how do
with
you handle that?
I'm friends with almost all the live bands that. Almost at least the top ones in Lagos, Nigeria, for instance. And I'm friends with them.
Hmm.
First of all, respect is key. I'm not
Hmm.
coming in, I don't go in like it's a competition. We are working together.
Hmm.
Make sure the event planner draws the event, whatever, and we all understand. Oh, you
Hmm.
guys are playing from so time to so time. I'm playing from so time to so time.
Hmm.
MC also needs to understand that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If I'm hooking up to the band and the band says yes, it's a different ballgame. If the band says
Hmm.
reluctantly, they agreed because the planner insisted, it's another. Me, I always have my equipment, even when I'm not needing them. I always have my equipment in the truck outside.
as a
Trust me.
backup.
Ah, if you start to show yourself, I go just tell my people load. I mean, set up. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's
Yeah.
where band always tries to frustrate the DJ, right? The engineer starts to manipulate sound or turn you down when they don't need to, or people start spraying them. They're making so much money they don't want to stop when it's their time. You understand what I'm saying? But once they know, once you people have a relationship, you can always use I to say, "Hey, guy, with with me, I don't have problem with live band. I really don't. The live band that I've had problem with are not the live band that you're talking about. They are music band like Sonny Ade.
Hmm.
And those ones, out of respect, I leave them. If Sonny Ade start playing, guy, you might as well just wrap up and be going home. Because you
True.
can't go and tell Baba that, Baba, I need that to stop in the play.
That my play.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you just leave Baba, those ones. Or maybe was you.
Hmm.
But those live band, like the usual all season live band, you understand what I'm saying? You can talk
Yes.
to them now and say, guy, you guys have 30 minutes more. I'm ready. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially when
Yes.
you're not even hooked up to them. When you're not hooked up to them, it's easy, man. Yeah, I'll just, when is my time? I will just do, I'm not the radio.
But you know that some of these guys
But
can be very stubborn. That even the person that brought them for the job, probably
cannot stop them.
the
Yes, now. Yes. It does happen. I know. But I mean, maybe I've been lucky, sir. And because I'm a chosen. I can walk up to them and say, "Stop the music! Stop the music! I'm
hmm,
a chosen. Stop the music." Just joking anyway.
hmm, hmm.
But I've been lucky anyway. So, and I know it's out of respect. So I understand what you're saying. If it's a younger DJ, a DJ that is not as prominent as you are, maybe he won't have
Hmm.
the mouth to. But me, I can walk up to the MC and say, I beg, let me try to do this. I can walk up to the band leader and say, guy, and I need to. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And
Yes.
out of respect, now, yeah, they do what they have to do. Not
Hmm.
to say I don't experience where they don't want to stop with. You know.
Hmm.
And some people
If
are glad that the band does, some DJs, I always tell them they are glad that the band does not want them to play, does not allow them to play. Say, me, I don't collect my money, I
I
don't
don't
collect
collect
my
my
money.
money. Oh.
If I play, I not play. If you do that, what you're doing here is you're damaging the profession.
Hmm.
Because the client looks the next time and say, do we really need a DJ? Because the last time the DJ really didn't play like that. It was the band that really. So you're locking the door against the next DJ that could have gotten a job like that. So
Wow.
you must always
That,
insist that you find that space to at
hmm.
least perform for a few minutes.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 Glad you made this last point. That last point was very necessary. Because this happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
Trust me, out of every 10 DJs that are working with the live band,
Mm.
maybe 7 at the end of the day wouldn't play. And they'll be like,
And
thank God, man, I don't collect my money. Oh."
I don't correct. It's not a good thing to do. To be honest with you, it's not a good thing to do. You must always make an impact. You must always leave an impression because there will be a next time.
Yes.
Either the planner to recommend you or the celebrant to say, that DJ that played during our whatever.
Yes.
You must.
Yes. Yes. True that. True that. So when I watch some old school DJing videos, I see the DJing multitasking as maybe the hype man or something. Like you
Yeah,
see them trying to pump in
yeah,
energy into the
yeah,
dance floor.
yeah.
But over time, like it faded away. What happened?
The vision
And
of labor.
don't you think that the version of DJing, like that style of DJing was better off now? Because
Uh,
if like left to me, if you as a DJ you are hyping your party, we wouldn't have this case of, hey, hype man is going away with my money, the money that are supposed to spray DJ and all. You get all those conversations.
yeah, I mean, it depends, yeah. I started as a DJ hype man. I started as a rapper. I came into DJing from being a rapper. So I was a
Yes.
DJ that used to have a mic. I was a
Yes.
DJ that used to perform during my set. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it got to a point where I now started having a sidekick. The sidekick is the one that now has the mic while I DJ, because
Yes.
especially then there was so much to do between searching for record, between placing it on the turntable,
Yes.
between there's so much to do. You understand what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
we just felt like, okay, let the sidekick. It wasn't hype man at that time, it was just a sidekick. Like the guy that rocks the mic while you're playing. And that's what led to hype men of nowadays anyway, you know. So I will understand where it came from. I will also understand that the hype industry has created a lot of employment and
Hmm.
has given a lot of people jobs.
Jobs.
And that's
Yes.
a good thing in itself. Do you
Yes. Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's fair enough right now that people book DJ and they're thinking, oh, which hype man do we book? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Otherwise, if you are doing, oh, let me rock the mic and let me play DJ,
Yes.
maybe that industry would not have existed.
Yes.
You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that's a good thing. That's the good part of it for me, as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
And it's not every DJ really that can rock the mic. You could be a great
Yes.
DJ, but maybe you can't even turn on the microphone
Hmm.
for other reasons. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
So, I feel like we should just find a way to always work
To
hand in hand.
accommodate.
Yeah, work hand in hand, not even like, oh, one person trying to place himself over
Because
another. I have a
Nigerian
problem.
DJs, no, I'm the
I,
boss here.
I'm trying
They will on the
to,
mic.
I see a lot of that. And I think it comes from the hype man. The hype man thinks because I have the microphone, I can just,
Yes.
yeah, and hype man telling DJ, hold it, hold it, hold it. Meanwhile, the DJ has a plan for a mix that is already in his head. But
Yes.
the hype man says, DJ, hold it, hold it, hold it. Or he's telling the DJ, loop that part. When in actual fact, the DJ already knows he has the plan. Don't tell me what to do. Just go along with what I'm doing. Do you understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Hype up what I'm doing, not dictate what I should do.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, hype, hype, hype what I'm doing, hype what I am doing. If I turn off this music, you can't hype nothing.
Nothing. Yes.
So, don't come, don't hold the mic and be telling me, or come to whisper to me, play, so, play, so.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I say it, man.
Hmm. If the government, if the government were to like intervene in one way or the other, because I feel every industry like needs the support of the government for
Government
growth.
involvement. Yeah.
Yes. So how do you think the government can come in before we go to the case of licensing now? I want you to talk about that.
Government and DJing. No, where does the government come in this
Hmm.
DJing? In
Room.
my 40 years, I don't see where government comes in. Where government comes in is not to interrupt.
Hmm.
So me, I don't collect money for gig. I don't spend the money. Government do something, there is strike, and I can't deliver on the job. That's it.
Hmm.
Don't obstruct me. You understand? That's the only. I don't think government. You know what can government do for DJing
Okay.
really?
Well,
Give me
I'm just
an
thinking of
idea.
for like case of empowerment. We see
Yeah,
them empowering.
that's where the
So,
association comes in now. That's where an association comes in. Government can empower an association and say, okay,
so
we're giving these
that is
grants.
of what my own thinking is that in one way or the other, Dijan should have been able to penetrate, or probably the government are doing, and they are not like
No,
letting it get.
they are doing that. I know they are doing that.
So if
I know they
the
are
government
doing
if they can approach government for grants, trust me, gas are very much expensive, and hardly would you see things are not really rosy for some DJs.
But
Some
if
DJs
grants
need
are if
empowerment.
the grants are approved and money is released, are you going to buy 100 or 1,000 controllers and distribute?
Hmm.
Or how do you understand? How? It's more complex than that. You can only do things. Oh, maybe we can say, oh, we're having this annual festival that we're
Hmm.
doing that to promote DJing and all those kind of things,
Hmm.
blah 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 blah. But in terms of support for individual DJs, it might be a challenge.
Hmm.
I don't even think any DJ should go into an association open for personal or
You said it.
personal. I don't think anybody should go
Said
into
it
an
earlier.
association expecting that.
You said it earlier. So there is this case of music licensing. I think
Yes.
this part of the world, we are the Nigerian DJing community. We are yet to explore that part, that aspect. We make mixes and we don't get anything. Like there is no, how can I call it? Is it like a system where we can probably apply for what's it called now? Release of license to us so that we get. I don't know if you get my question.
Mm. I do. I can't. I'm not sure, but I think I
Yes.
understand what you're saying. So let me tell you what that is. First of all, in terms of digital music streaming, and all those kind of things, they're
Yes.
not in the hands of Nigerians. Even the artists in Nigeria don't get anything from. It is Spotify, it is Apple Music, it is all those kind of platforms. Now those platforms are beginning. Apple Music, for instance, that's something for DJs, and it's been there for a while, where your
Okay.
mixes can go on Apple Music, and but you have to go through some form of some aggregator.
Yes. I
Yeah,
think some DS is some
exactly.
distribution.
Just for control. Otherwise, every DJ, I mean, just for control. You
Mm.
know, Nigeria does not have any digital music platform. So so let's not make it sound like it's a Nigerian thing. It's not a Nigerian problem. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's just how you find yourself on those digital platforms. And to be honest, between you and I, this money not the money. Because now I've done it for you. I've done it for years. I'm like, this is the money that I've been waiting for. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I carry my deck one night, I go and play. I will make what this money, this whole months of whatever revenue from this platform is giving me. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, there are still challenges in those areas.
Wow. Wow. So I just hope like people like you won't like be too like distance yourself away from the Nigerian DJing
No, me,
community.
I've always I've always been accessible. The
Bye.
only thing is that the accessibility also comes with its own challenge.
Yeah.
The accessibility is that people just expect you to come and knock at their door and say, hey, it's your turn, come, follow me.
Mm.
So you have a situation where, yeah, of course, I'm going, oh, you go. Yes. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Sorry, I'm supposed to be somewhere by now.
Oh, okay.
But no problem. Okay, all right, cool. You know, um, so what was that? What was I talking about again?
You're talking about accessibility.
Okay, so the accessibility itself is a problem. So because you're accessible, some guy sends you a message and say all these big DJs don't want to help anybody. How do I help you? I've never met you. You've
Hmm.
never come over to me. You just think because you're a young DJ, I'm just gonna come one day, knock your door, and then somebody will
Hmm.
say, Jimmy Jatt is at the door. You will just come out and say, oh, let's go. I have something for you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen like that.
Hmm.
Entitlement,
Oh
too
wow.
much entitlement, sense of entitlement is a problem on our side.
Hmm.
People expect They expect people to do things for them. I mean, people are going to help you, but you will help yourself. Even helps those who help themselves. Or what,
Himself,
you know,
yes.
you go carry yourself reach one place. Person go carry you from there. Not be even carry you, go assist you from there. Not be carry
Yes.
you. Nobody go carry anybody. You know. So these are some of the issues. So
Mm.
sometimes you want to cut, you look back and say, man, why did I make myself this accessible? The people that were not accessible were not guilty of these things because they were not accessible. Because you
Mm.
were accessible, they feel like, oh, I was able to reach him, but he didn't do anything for me. But the one that you could not reach at all, to even seek his opinion or advice on anything, is not guilty of that offense.
Sure. Interesting. Interesting. So some new generation DJs, they
Yeah,
usually lay claim. It's a claim that most top Nigerian DJs are not a member of DJing. Like they use that as an excuse of not joining
that's not
DJing.
that's not true. What are the top Nigerian DJs? I know that I'm a member, and I know that
Or okay, maybe
members,
they don't really parade the association.
you won't wear it as a crown, or you will wear it. Must I wear the jan on my head? Must I
But
wear
but
the jan
but, but
t-shirt?
yes, but regardless, okay, like maybe probably during the DJing night or DJing day and all that, like you would just see probably maybe
If
just one, maybe just one A-list DJ attending a national DJing party. It has happened many times.
maybe now, but when I was in charge, when I was around, there were quite a number that used to come around. Maybe now, I don't know. And the truth is, it's not everybody that goes everywhere that will tell you I was there, I was there. But people do come around. People do come around. And then don't forget that we are DJs. We can't all be free at the same time. You know,
That's true. That's
you
true.
understand what I'm saying?
That's
So
true. Yes.
I mean, I might be free on that weekend, but I'm not going to circle my calendar and say there's a design event I must attend when I have a book. And
Mm.
I would not say I must wear the Jan t-shirt so that people can know I'm a Jan member.
Mm.
Do you
Mm.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm also a member of some DJ collision in the US here, but I've never spoken about it. But we know what we discuss when we try to
Mm.
discuss Yeah, so
Mm. Interesting. Um, I want to like bring this maybe probably like maybe just two more questions before I let you
I
go.
beg, yeah, because you,
Yes, yes.
you don't make
Maybe
me
this
miss
is
one
somewhere.
appointment now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. This particular point or this course is is really bothering a lot of DJs, and
Hmm.
I wouldn't know if there is any if there can be ever be any solution to it where a client approach you for a job, you tell them I can't do this job for this certain amount, and they'll tell you I have DJ that will do it for a very ridiculous amount, very ridiculous. And these are sabotage. Like it is still sabotaging the industry.
Hmm.
So is there? Do you think there is any anything anything possible that could be done?
I doubt that. There's no form of certification for DJing. There's no. I doubt it. You know, let's use even a club
And
for
has this
example.
happened to you before?
Yes, severally, and it still happens. But what I tell you, my name is Jimmy Jatt. If you don't know what that means, then do whatever you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So you
Yes.
have to walk to that point where you can confidently say, I am Jimmy Jatt.
Hmm.
Yes. Without sounding offensive.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then you must be ready. You shouldn't be desperate to get every gig.
Hmm.
Desperation to get every gig is what makes you compromise every now and then. If you know
Yeah.
that, man, guy, this one will go, make it go, but this is what I am, or this is what I'm about, you know. Although that one is tough, especially in Nigeria,
Hmm.
when, oh boy, some payment they don't due. If I get this one now, at least I go feel offset one thing or the other. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a bit challenging, but you must also find a way to position yourself,
Hmm.
get to that position. And then DJs in Nigeria, not just, I think that is mostly in Nigeria. In the US, for instance, where I reside, a lot of DJs are not, they are full-time DJs, but they do other things.
Hmm.
They have,
Okay.
some of them have a regular 9 to 5. Some of them
Hmm.
have some other things on the side. So they're not fully dependent on that DJ money. But in Nigeria, somebody says I'm a DJ, he doesn't want him, man, now this DJ, you only DJ how many nights in a week. No matter how busy you are, you can't tell me you are DJing from Monday morning to Sunday night. So what do you
Hmm.
do with the other times? So if you have all those other source of income, you might not be desperate
Hmm.
or as desperate to always take every gig. So if it's not right, it is not right. I'm not taking it.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
position you should place yourself.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
some kind of jobs that people do. So when I say other people have other jobs, yeah, I know DJs that are also driving Uber or driving
Hmm.
Lyft or Bolt or whatever,
Hmm.
Lyft, for
Most
instance.
DJs in Nigeria they do it full time.
You understand what I'm saying? Guy will say, how then they see me when they drive Uber now? Guy, how they go see you when they drive Uber? Do you know how much you can make from driving Uber on your free time
Hmm.
at times when you're not DJing? And you're driving your own car, which you have already, because most DJs have cars. But pride not gonna let them, you know, run
Hmm.
that thing like that
Hmm.
because it's degrading as far as they're concerned. Who says it's
Exactly.
degrading?
Hmm.
When I've seen nurses, I've seen people that somebody carries you from the airport to and you're discussing and you realize this person is a top whatever, but at his better, this is what he does.
Hmm.
So DJs should also Nigerian DJs should look into, having other sources of income and not sleeping Monday morning while I'm making money.
This is hilarious.
You understand? But it's
Yes.
true. I mean, that's the advice for any young person because those were the mistakes that we made.
Hmm.
We were full-time DJs. At our own time, you can't do any other thing. It's understandable. I was running a studio. I make mixtapes. I was doing an average of 15, 20 mixtapes a day. Yes,
Okay.
when I was running the studio and buying it, my life was all about making mixtapes.
Hmm.
That's why I don't even like doing mixtapes now because I've done mixtapes to last me a lifetime. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I resume Monday morning. I'm making mixtapes Tuesday, Wednesday, and then at that time I was playing clubs as well. So I'm Wednesday night I'm in this club, Thursday night I'm in that club, Friday night I'm in this club, Saturday night I'm in this club.
Hmm.
And then I'm making mixtapes all the daytime. So I pretty much don't have a life. I live in my studio, you know. So, but right now it is not the same. There's a lot more spare time
Hmm.
that you can, do things that you have your own control of the time. Uber is one of them.
Hmm.
I can decide to say, man, within this hour and this hour, let me turn on this app or however it works. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
have this car that is parked in front of my house because DJs have a car that they use to convey their equipment about.
Yes.
This is just an
Yes.
advice,
Mm.
and you shouldn't be bothered about what people think, because that's always our problem. People will constantly say, they owe me. No, now after you for use wrong.
An average Nigerian DJ, wants to be a celebrity. Like
It's not
they're
even
putting themselves.
DJ, it's just general. Why are the babes in Nigeria not driving Uber? You see babes, you can't babes where they drive Uber. If I never marry, I know the kind, a number of wives where I for don't get. Say, I see this, and it's the correct babe with,
Yeah.
correct job. But this
Mm-hmm.
is my spare time. This is what I do on the side,
Hmm.
you know.
Hmm.
But because our own, instead of that, they would rather charge men, for spreading their legs,
Yes.
you know.
Oh wow. It's been a great moment with you. I won't lie to you. I mean, I can see the comments.
Yeah,
People have gained.
I wish I could see the comment. My site is not that great, and I'm wearing glasses,
Oh,
so
so
I'm not really focused on the
that time when
comment.
you were saying it's just you, people were like, hey, no, we plenty here, my
Oh,
sister.
I know, and that one I know that it will happen, but I was just trying to be
Yeah.
caveman. I'm a caveman, So, as people will say, as ancestor, I'm an ancestor. Since
Yes,
I
so
come from,
yes,
I
so
come from bush.
yes, so
Yeah,
I would just urge you anytime you come around, always like tend to like you know like some of us,
yeah.
you can bring us to probably your studio or something, a one-on-one.
No, but you
This
see, my house was like Kalakuta Republic. Everybody knows my house in Lekki. Everybody comes to my house. In actual fact, because of the traffic in my house is why I kind of left and because I had like a medical situation at the time, and I
okay.
was asked to stay off people, and I felt like staying in my house in Lagos cannot keep me away from people, and I left to be in the US for a while, you know. Because people do come. I had a studio in my house. Everybody knows my house. My house was, you
The
know,
headquarters of the boys.
it was just the boys' headquarters there, you know.
you know and I'm very sure, like it's not only you, there are some other peers of yours. Then, I think I saw DJ Casey first choice or something.
Oh,
The
Casey,
first time,
yeah,
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 I
yeah.
see you
I
get.
might not be that one.
So if
Yeah,
you people can, I would want to do maybe like organize maybe like a workshop,
yeah,
where
yeah. I'm always open, and you can reach me anytime.
yes.
I should be in
So
Nigeria like before the year runs out. So
okay,
I told
okay.
you already before.
Yes, 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 it did. Yes, it did. So thanks so much for your time.
A
On behalf
pleasure.
of Nigerian DJs, thank you so much for coming around. You said a lot, and trust me, what people have learned today is going to take them a long way. Even me personally, it's going to take them a long way.
I
So
think
thanks so much.
I've dodged media for so long. I haven't done anything like this in I don't know how long.
Oh wow.
For everybody that has asked me for any interview or I've just turned it down. In the last 2 years, I've turned it down. Every one of them, all the podcasts you can think of that invited me. I just wanted to stay out for a few, for a while. Yeah.
It's very
But I'm
important. So
glad I did this. Yeah.
yeah, thank
I mean, this one I had to do because this is my territory.
yes.
Yeah.
This is where your family members.
Yeah. So these are my
Family members.
belongings. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you land to Nigeria, we're still definitely
No,
going to. So thanks so much once again. Have a great. I don't know if it's day over there.
it's still daytime.
It's still
It's
day. So
it's 3:40
enjoy.
where I am.
Oh, okay. So enjoy the rest of your day, sir. Thanks
Yes.
so
Thank
much.
you. It's a
More
pleasure.
grace to your elbow in Jesus' name.
I will go buy them now.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Take care, man. Nice one. Well done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.